I think this is one of the most frustrating gardening years I've had since I moved here. Here are my Darrow blackberries. They're supposed to be extremely prolific. I have never, despite these plants being absolutely massive, I've never gotten a single blackberry off of them. My hope is that these will actually turn into some nice fruit clusters, but I'm gonna have to wait and see. They're definitely growing well, but will they produce fruit? These are fall gold raspberries. I am getting some fruit here, just like the others, but will they produce a whole lot? This is year 4 for these plants. They're overall pretty good. In the past, I've had fruit around middle of July, end of July. Here we are middle of August, and barely anything started. Roma tomatoes are starting. I do have some fruit clusters, which is great. I don't know how great they're gonna do. These have had a long time, and it's just not warm enough, I don't think. We've got some nice fruit clusters here. I mean, these ought to be starting to turn red. They've been looking like they are right now for probably about 3 weeks. Took some time this week to clean up the back of the greenhouse. This is that area where the plastic had ripped in the winter, and I had put in, you can see the line there, that was just 2x6s to hold down the plastic. I think this will be fine. The plants are definitely growing well. I don't see a whole lot on the way of fruits yet, but I am getting some flowers. So I think these will be fine. Honestly, this area takes a while to get started anyway, so that's some volunteer tomatoes, of course. So hopefully, maybe some warm weather. I hate to say that, but I think that's what we need. You know, these are nice, huge, bushy plants. I've got a few flowers here and there. Not what I would hope for, but it's been cool. We had a week of 90s way back in the early spring, start of summer, I guess. And since then, we really haven't had all that heat. Do have a couple small eggplants starting. Hopefully they'll get a little bigger. Last year was an amazing year for eggplants, and this year, aside from a few flowers starting, not a whole lot going on. Some of my bigger beefsteak tomatoes are slowly but surely coming in. Some more Roma styles, slowly but surely starting. And then rutabagas that are finally taking off. Getting some nice size to those. It does take them a while, I've noticed in the past. But overall, pleased with how they're looking. Smallest Keystone giant pepper plant in the entire garden, and it's got the most peppers on it. So we're gonna let these go as long as we can. I'd love them to get bigger. They're supposed to get bigger. Will the weather cooperate? I think the broccoli shoots are about done. This is about all I'm getting. They don't get a whole lot bigger than this, so probably about ready to pull this and put in a fall crop. Lots of flowers. Not seeing a whole lot of peppers yet. Few tomatoes are starting to ripen, slowly but surely. Got a Wisconsin Lakes pepper. Should be a little bit bigger than that, but I think we're going to go ahead and take it before it gets attacked by the bugs. German Johnson tomatoes. Copenhagen Market cabbage. Cool season vegetables are definitely the winners this year, but it is only middle of August. Last couple of years we have had a pretty good heat wave end of August, early September, so holding out hope. I'd love to get some peppers and tomatoes this year. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.